And if we try this one over here, we can get in just like that. Now, I don't know why I'm taking damage every time I go through that door. That's kind of annoying. Hello everyone, my name's Duration, and welcome back to Decennium SMP. And yeah, it seems like it's been a while, and it feels like it really has. But today we're going to sort out something that you know, I said I was going to do, and then I didn't do. You know, it's one of those things that I just keep pushing it off to the side because I plan on doing it later, but then later never comes. So today's the day that we're going to get it done. And I'm not really a man of empty promises, I would say, but, you know, I'm a man of very full promises that has a huge procrastination issue. So, yeah, I think we're just going to sort this out today. And I am, of course, talking about the advancements in the game. In the game of Minecraft here, we've got a bunch of achievements. Sorry, they're called achievements, not advancements. And, yeah, I got the taking inventory, getting wood, and benchmarking one, because those are kind of unavoidable. Those are like everyday tasks. But then I kind of stopped here, and I was planning on getting these all done in an episode. But like I said, tomorrow never comes, and it just keeps getting pushed off the next day. So I think we're just going to do a quick little montage here, and we're going to get every single one. So let's do that right now. Okay, everyone, and as I'm looking around for eggs for this cake that I need to make for this achievements, I'm walking around the shopping district here because I'm thinking, oh, maybe someone's selling eggs. Maybe someone's selling eggs. Do you see this? Do you see that? Do you see what that says? Clay. James's clay stand. Fresh. It's even fresh. It's even fresh, guys. Oh, we hit the jackpot. What are we dealing with here? No, it can't. It can't be. He can't be sold out already. He can't be sold out already. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. There's still some here. There's still some here. Does it say how much? Oh, 4 iron per 32 blocks. We got this. We got this covered. I'll bill it to the underbros. I don't know if we have a treasury, but I'll definitely have to bill this. Bill this. Is this gonna be enough? I think that's gonna be enough. Oh yes. Oh yes. We need to be the first. We need to be the. I don't see anyone camping out in the trees, like just waiting for this. You know, like it's fresh. You can't beat fresh. Like that's fresh organic clay right there. Like it can't be beat. Now the question is, do I take it all for myself, or do I be nice and leave some for some other people? You know, I mean, it's really quite a difficult choice. Now I take it all for myself. And just for your information, I did share some with White Bear. I'm not that selfish. I don't think. I gave him a discount, so yeah. Okay, so if we take a look over here, we can see that we've got the remnants of getting those achievements. I did attempt to get the On a Rail and the When Pigs Fly achievements, but these are very squiggly lines around them, which means that they're kind of special. And when I mean they're kind of special, I mean they're gonna take ages to achieve. So we might have to come back for those a little bit later. I'm hoping that you know, the rail line will perhaps be extended a little more, and that I can utilize that to get that achievement. And then the When Pigs Fly one, I just need to experiment a little bit more with, you know, ways of achieving that one a little bit easier, because I tried it twice, and both times things didn't they didn't go to plan. Let's just put it that way. But now that we've got those achievements done, I think it's about time I go over what I've been working on for the past couple weeks. Or I guess, you know, just every so often, on and off, I'm on the server, you know, doing work. A bunch of times I'm streaming, so you can usually check me out then. In fact, that's when I did the achievements here. I actually did that on stream, so be sure to check those out. If you're interested, I'll probably have a card in the top right corner, and maybe it will pop up on the screen here too. I don't know what editing Jai is going to do. But yeah, basically, I spent a bunch of time one time doing these rails. We also got those achievements. And I also spent some time off camera, just on my own time, getting this track switcher done. This is, it's not quite right. It's not quite right. And the reason why it's not quite right is because the rails are supposed to be left-handed traffic. I'm in North America here, okay? And here in Canada, we drive on the right side of the road. But in Monoland, I guess, who built these rails, driving on the left is what's normal. So yeah, I kind of accidentally built this the wrong way. I am planning to turn it around. In fact, it's not really too difficult to turn it around. But it does work right now. I have that little flipping switch over there, which puts you on the right-hand side for now. And yeah, the plan is to fix this so that it is correct with the way it's supposed to be with the rails. But we can go in here and check this out. As you can see here, I've got some signs for how to activate this thing once it's all ready to be commissioned. And basically, what this switch is set up for right now is all traffic is going to my base, because that doesn't go anywhere. The plan is that this is eventually going to go somewhere, and then, you know, if you want to go to my base, what you have to do is while you're on the cart, you have to press one of these buttons. It doesn't matter which one. They all do the same thing. But you got to hit one of these buttons, and then that will tell the system, okay, they want to switch tracks and go towards my base. But right now, it's permanently set to go to my base because there's really no point in going that way. But once this is actually activated, if you don't press the button, you're just going to keep going straight. And if you're coming from this way, you'll just keep going straight too. And then if you're coming from this way, I think if you don't press the button, I think you go that way, if I remember correctly. I can't remember if you go that way by default or if you go this way. And yeah, basically you can see here, let's just take a close look at this. Coming from my base, it goes that way. Coming from this way, it's set to go to my base as well. But if I go down here and we activate this thing for a quick second, we can come in here. I've got signs everywhere because I was trying to keep track of which push buttons were triggering which latch. So there's signs everywhere, and I even have like whether they're nominally on or nominally off, so that I could keep track of all these details, because otherwise I was forgetting what was supposed to be doing what. So basically what we can do is we can pull this lever down to commission it, which means it's going to activate it, and we're going to do a master reset to reset the system. And now if we come out of here, we should see that both of the tracks, the main lines, are set to go straight. So coming from over here, you can see that it would keep going straight through. And coming from over here, you can see it would go straight through as well. And then from my base, yeah, you go to the right by default. But if you take a look here now, you can see that when you press this button here, that this switches, and now you would go to my base. And then that would actually get reset when you go over this detector rail. Then you should see that this does reset. Yes, yeah. So it changes this one, and it changes this one when you hit that button over there. So yeah, this was kind of fun. I enjoyed this little project. Let's go back over here again, because I want to talk about one more thing. I only have one rail line going into my base right now, so it's single lane. Because I'm too cheap to install the rest of the rails right now. I do have a few, and the plan is that I eventually put the rails on the second lane as well, so we have one going in and one going out. But for now, it's single lane, so this lane will kind of go just down this one, and then when you come from this way, you go on this side of the track. The plan is to make some kind of fancy bridges and stuff, maybe some little rail crossings even, where the path has to cross, and also some stations as well. I want to have a stop right here by the nether portal. I want to have one further back over there, because I'm probably going to have some other builds. But yeah, this just goes right down to my base, right down here, and you can see when I pop out, boop, yeah, this is my storage area. So it's right there, right beside the tunnel that does not exist. It really doesn't exist. In fact, I do have an idea for this tunnel. You might have an idea of what my idea for this tunnel will be. It needs to be very top secret. So we do have some things that we can do about that will make that a little bit more interesting. So I think we're going to get started on that. I might actually have to kind of reorganize this a little bit to make this fit a bit nicer. So I'm going to get started on it, and I'll check back with you guys and show you how it's coming along. Now, I've taken a bit of time here to separate this into 3 different entryways here. So we have our entryway now via rail over here. We have the very secret thing that no one ever knows about over there. And then we actually have a little staircase popping up to the ladder over here. I'm hoping that this will eventually turn into some kind of quick travel, like maybe like in a boat elevator. I can just stick a whole bunch of boats kind of floating at the edge here, and then you just right-click on them and go up like that. I think that's probably what I'm going to do, because ladders are kind of slow. But yeah, I'm going to put some stairs here, and I know exactly the place where I can get some stairs. And of course, I'm talking about the one and only Stairco. I'm hoping that they have the Sahara Yellow. That is unfortunate. They do have cobblestone gray, and they do have oak brown stairs. I might just grab one of each. I'm gonna pick up some of the oak ones. And do I want to do cobblestone ones as well? Yeah, you know what? I might as well get some cobblestone ones as well. So we'll just do that. And there we go. This is looking a lot better here. We'll still have to work on this area, but I'm going to focus a little bit more on this area down here first. You probably know what I'm talking about. That's right, we're going to be making sticky pistons and just pistons in general. Yeah, that got introduced in beta 1.7.3, and we've been in beta 1.7.3 for a little bit now, so it's about time that we start messing about with pistons. Now, if we go something like this, we'll need this iron, redstone, we'll need some stone along the side here. We should get pistons, look at that. We got regular, kind of just not sticky pistons, I guess. So these just function as you would expect. I mean, most people probably know how pistons work, but basically, it can push a block and it won't pull it back. So if we want it to pull it back, then we're gonna have to use a sticky piston. If we do this, we can grab the block and pull it, which is very nice. My idea was to make one of these secret doors, but I'm just thinking now, this might be very tricky with the space that I have here, because I'm very limited on the space above me, and I'm very limited on the space beside me. So I might need to think of something a little bit more clever than this method, because I wasn't really thinking on how much space I had here. So we're gonna try something a little bit different. We're gonna do the pistons. Nope, that doesn't work either. Well, this makes things interesting, doesn't it? Give me 1 second. Okay, so originally my idea was to make a more hidden door, but I'm actually thinking that these wooden pillars are going to stick out a little bit anyways, and I'm actually going to probably stick a bit of like a facade thing, like a little kind of roof, kind of, I don't know, like triangle thing up like this. And I'm gonna have one of those kind of house-looking roof things on every wall to kind of break up the flatness of the wall a little bit. So I think it's gonna be pretty easy to conceal in this area here. We should be able to just kind of go like that or something. In fact, I'll probably need another layer or something of planks underneath even, which actually this might look a little bit weird. I'll find a way to make it look natural. Yeah, I'm gonna try to cover it up as best as I can, but the point is I'm going to have the pistons like so that I can get a 2x3 wide door here. So I'm going to try wiring this up a little bit, and we'll see how that works. Again, this is going to be very tight right here, but I'll find a way to make it work. I'll have to see. There should be a way that I can get that to work. Now, I put a block over there. I'm going to stick a dot of redstone here, and then another block. And then I think if I power this block right here with a redstone repeater, which I'm going to have to quickly make, I think that this is going to work. It should get all 3 pistons. In fact, actually, I can do it just with the lever on the block, I think. That should work. I should be able to get all 3 of these pistons to fire. Yes. Nice. Okay. We're getting somewhere here. And then the bottom ones will be very easy. I can wire those up, no problem. But I was mostly worried about the top here, but that is actually not going to be too bad. Okay, so I should have this bottom half of the door now wired up as well, which is absolutely beautiful. And I actually figured out a way to do the top here as well. I'm just going to have this little extra loop around that goes like this, because this is actually the roof right here for the hallway over here, so it's very tight, but this should work if I place the redstone like that. I can still get around the corner there and get those pistons as well. So yeah, it's going to just barely fit in this space here, really squishing it in. Okay, so I now have the bottom half of this door rigged up. We have an inverter right here, which is keeping these pistons powered. which is thus keeping the door closed. And we have a redstone line running to this button right here, and we have a redstone line on a small delay, 2 full repeaters of delay going to a button outside in my storage system area. So if we click this button like that, we can walk through. And then I've got the button just hidden over here because, I mean, there's not really many places to hide a button. So that's the best I could really do. I mean, most people are gonna kinda know about this, and you know what? It's the best I could do, okay? But now, I think we're going to work on getting this top part of the door connected in, which is going to be a little bit more tricky. I think it just misses. Shoot. Can I make this any shorter? Okay, so I just shuffled this around a little bit over that way. Whoops. Let's put that back. So this should get the bottom, and this should get the top. Look at that. Perfect. So this comes in, it turns off these pistons, and it turns off the pistons up at the top here, which runs right through here. And the idea is that I'm hoping that now I can cover up these spaces here, all these walls. 1 second. I'm not really sure why I had it going that way, but that probably could have been an easier way to solve my problem that I was having before. But I did not see that solution. But now we do have this working, and we have the wall up at the top there, so this should be pretty easy to conceal now at this point. So if we just press this button, we've got the door opening and closing, and apparently we're going to be dealing with taking damage every once in a while. But that's kind of cool. Nice and hidden. And if we try this one over here, we can get in just like that. Now, I don't know why I'm taking damage every time I go through that door. That's kind of annoying. Do I need to be having it a longer time? I can put more repeaters in there. Maybe I'll try that. So I extended the delay of these repeaters by the pistons here. My hope is that now... yeah, that's a little bit better. So now if I go like this, I should be clear to get through without taking damage. If I go faster, I might be okay. Yeah, see, I got in fine that time. It has to do with how quickly you press the button. That's kind of weird and annoying, but yeah, I got a temporary fix on it, so that's good. But I'm gonna cover this all up, and then I think we're gonna call this job done. I'm also going to come in here real quick and swap out these blocks for sandstone blocks, because that is kind of the color scheme that I'm working with down in this underground area. And I might actually try to fix these blocks here too. But yeah, this is sort of the color I'm going with. I'll probably start working on some of these points here too. And actually, I kind of want to mimic this whole pattern on the other walls as well. So that's going to be kind of interesting. I'm not sure how this is going to work with the chests in front of it, but I'm going to just try a few different things and see how it looks, and we'll figure it out along the way. And there we go. Looking fine. I ended up putting a little bit of this brick and sandstone pattern in these hallways as well, but I'm not going to do too much of that because I don't want to use too many bricks. We don't have a massive supply of bricks, so that's just going to be limited to where it is now pretty much. And then I'll probably decorate this tunnel differently again with some different, I don't know, different blocks. Change things up a little bit. But yeah, I think this is looking absolutely fine. I'm going to mirror this kind of design on all 4 sides, or 3 remaining sides. And then we'll see where we can go from there. Just gotta craft up some more bricks here too. I've found a bunch more clay. But these will probably go to the underbros thing. In fact, part of my tunnel there still isn't complete. So that's a thing as well. But bricks are just so darn expensive. It's crazy. Okay, everyone. So after a good chunk of time working down here, I finally got this the way I want it. I did a bunch of work on them in the fact that I'm also changing the way I'm lighting it up. I'm actually putting the torches kind of hidden behind the edge of the block here. And then it kind of lights up the blocks here. It kind of creates a neat effect, I think, where it's almost like the spotlight's shining up, but you can't see them. So I think that's kind of neat. And then, yeah, obviously I rebuilt this wooden structure along here. I made sure that they're all the exact same because I actually noticed on this one, the original one here, this was slightly wrong. You might be able to catch that in an earlier clip, but I did fix that. And yeah, I'm very happy with how it's looking so far. This area is really starting to come together now. And I think the next thing that's really going to start tying this place together and making it look a lot better is the floor. So I think I'm actually going to take a bit of time. I'm going to try to get that done before the end of the episode here. I'm even thinking maybe we might include a few trees, but just for decoration, not for farming or anything. And then maybe some little gardens even in the middle. I don't know. I'm almost thinking even a water feature would be kind of cool because we do have a water feature, you know, in the middle of our garden up there in the wheat field. It's almost kind of like mirroring that down here, bringing the outside inside underground. So I am going to quickly get this floor done. I'm going to try an idea that I have. Mostly the idea is going to be about having wood planks around the edge here, and then right up to about here, then it's going to drop down a half slab, and it's going to be slabs. Yeah, I need to fill this entire place up with slabs. I'm thinking that way I can be a little bit more careless with the way that I light the place up, because mobs won't be able to spawn on the slabs. So I think that's a good way to prevent mob spawning. But now it's time to roll the time lapse. Okay, everyone, and after that nice time lapse, I'm really happy with the place here. It's really coming along. I got this beautiful floor in, and I have this nice centerpiece in the middle here. We've got this tree, And I even put some green wool here to sort of be like grass, because I don't want to have to wait for grass to spread all the way from the surface all the way down to down here. So yeah, I decided to go with green wool. And getting wool is actually a bit tricky because you have to use white wool and then you have to dye it. So you can't use any other color. So I was actually spending a bit of time too, smelting up some cactus green to make some, you know, basically green wool. And I can use the cactus green and a combination of that and white wool to make that dark green wool. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I think I'm going to take a quick minute to swap out all the blocks underneath the water here. I just realized that I didn't do that. I probably should have done that before I put the water in. But I'm going to quickly do that. And then I think we're going to say that that is the end of today's episode. Okay, and if we take a look here, we can see that I've placed some sandstone underneath. And I've actually started working on bringing all of my items down here. Obviously, this is going to take quite a bit of time to organize everything here. I've even put black wool to represent my coal chest here. And yeah, I don't know if you've seen, you probably saw that I put the furnace array in over here. I brought my clay and my bricks down here, even though these will probably be going straight down said secret tunnel. Got my glass here. I actually put planks behind it to make it look, you know, like it's not showing dirt or stone underneath it. And yeah, I've got like everything here. The only one that's tricky to tell, this is actually for planks. Right here, I actually have one plank in there. And I've also got a bunch of other wooden stuff kind of in those chests there. But yeah, it's really looking amazing. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to leave a like or a comment down below. And if you'd like to see more from me, consider subscribing. That way you won't miss out on any new content that I upload, and you'll also receive notifications when I begin a live stream. I also run a small Discord server, so if you're in the mood to chat, feel free to check it out. We'd love to have you. But thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you in the next episode.